Okay, alright. Should be ready to go, so if you're here already somehow, hello. Be apathetic today, so figured it'd be nice to jump. Figured it'd be nice to do something. Not all that important what I talk about, like what's going on in my life. I'm
Stay a while.
just tired. I keep forgetting about stuff I gotta do. I just don't. Okay, what are we doing right now? Search for Mephistopheles Durance. We'll have to unlock the Durance of Hate at some point in time, which is kind of funny. So this is the same. Oh shit! I needed those corpses. What the fuck are you, ghosts? What are you doing? You have to fight them. I need fuel for my engines of war. Sorry. It's just one of those days. Sorry, I'm just spamming clicking right now because oh my gosh, sorry. Spamming clicking right now so we can get some more skeletons on the ground here. Cork Ice Fist. Alright, brother. I can make up a pretty fancy sounding name for myself if I wanted to too, but I don't do that, so. Oops, well, we got our skeletons. Well, some of them out. You will be a skeleton for the army. Thank you. Sorry. As always, if you check, I guess if you're catching the VOD of this or whatever right now, if you check the... If you check the description of the video, there is cache links, or well, link trees, I guess I should say, for local charities. A friend of mine I have known for a while, they were living in their, they're still living in their van, basically. We connected over Twitter when I was still in my car, and I tried to help them out a little bit when I could. I'm not very good at it though. Anyway, they recently came out as trans, so I thought it would be nice to, well, not, I mean, for me recently, I haven't been talking to them a lot, but I thought it would be nice to try to give them a little bit of a break here. So hopefully if anybody sees the VOD, in the pinned comment you can see a cache link, some cache links they've left, and just like, hey, here's my van. They were a little bit more thorough than I am in talking about the stuff that they need to keep going. So I think they make it pretty easy to help them out personally, but obviously that's up to everybody else. Don't want to twist nobody's arms. Although I'm happy to do a little bit of guilting if that needs be, but that's all apparently I'm good at, so. Anyway, so. Super. Whoa. Okay, wow. Anyway, so we're gonna do a little bit of Diablo grinding because I don't have a lot of, really don't have any real energy to speak of. Yeah, I just have a lot of stuff that's, I don't know. I'm not so happy right now. But it's not like anybody's fault or anything. It's just kind of how stuff's been going lately for me. So it's not a big. Sorry, my friend just messaged me, and I'm like, yeah, I know things aren't going great. But it's just not a big deal. So we're gonna play this. I'm gonna try to do something that makes me feel kind of positive about myself. I gotta figure out some stuff later, so. But you know, it's how things have been going. It's just been really, you know, honestly, where I was living was just bad, and it took a lot out of me. And you know, I'm still recovering in a lot of ways from that. So just ended up making a lot of other things in my life really complicated, coming out of the move from there, because everything from there was just really, really bad, really negative. So I don't know, just kind of tired today. We'll respond to my friend a little bit later too about that stuff, and we'll put our heads together and see what we can figure out, like we've been doing for a long time. But yeah, being in hell in Diablo is a lot easier than being homeless in America right now. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. I'm just kind of depressed today. It's not gonna be super high spirits around here. I'm sorry about the camera wiggling too. My restless leg is catching up with me. So this is just a chill vibe stream. I probably won't be talking too much during it. I'll try to do as much as I can, but I think more and more people are starting to. I've noticed that there's some people that really like the Diablo streams a lot. Like I think they're just pretty chill for some people. So I have some nice music on in the background that I've been enjoying, just some vaporwave stuff that's been just kind of hitting it for me. It's also non-copyright. That's also pretty helpful right now, since I'm still on YouTube. If it wasn't on YouTube, I'd probably be playing like music, but you know, it's not descend into bitterness before the stream has been on for half an hour quite yet. How about that? But yeah, so otherwise, I mean, yeah, and you know, it's not like I'm not suffering. It just kind of it's just it's hard to get too excited about anything. I don't know. I definitely wish I had way more energy right now. That's been bugging me a lot. So maybe I'm just a little bit I don't know, miss feeling like I had some element of health in my back corner, but let's see. I mean, that's okay. It's not really socketed or anything, so kind of hard to get super excited about it. I don't really want to lose the cold damage is the thing, and also it has less defense, so yeah, then who cares about the range damage reduction? And yeah, that's fine. Neft here is kind of interesting just because it's a nadir. It's a really, I think it's one of the earliest, if not the earliest level. I'm super sorry about that. If not the earliest level rune word you can get in this game. So I thought it would be. I'm trying to learn a bit more about the rune words because that's kind of how you succeed in the. There's 3 difficulty levels. There's normal. There's I think it's hard, and there's nightmare. And nightmare is for the build that I'm doing. Nightmare is going to be really gear dependent, as I understand. I have gotten to nightmare. Sorry, I gotta laugh. I gotta have a little bit of fun with this. I have been to nightmare difficulty before, but that was a long time ago, and that's when I knew. That's just when I had a little bit more information about the game, just more following the script better. Anyway, so Nadir is kind of interesting just because it's got the -33 extra gold and -3 to light radius, but on your mercenary that doesn't really matter. So I thought it would be a good. Excuse me. I thought it would be a good. I thought it would be a good pick. So. Yeah. Just FYI, something that I've learned recently about YouTube chat is it's not that good. So I'm really sorry if I miss any messages or anything. Don't be afraid to resend them, or I don't know, try to spam them. I'm trying to keep it so I'm refreshing the YouTube chat every so often, but it's not it's just not that friendly to how I have things set up right now. I'm sure there's ways to make it work fairly efficiently, but for me it is not doing it. The other thing is this doesn't seem to want to. This game doesn't seem to want to window well at a. Oops, shit. How'd that happen? This game doesn't seem to want to window well at a decent looking resolution. So that hasn't been happening. So I gotta do the thing where I jump down to desktop anytime I wanna do anything about it. Which is just kind of annoying. Makes you feel a little bit paranoid, but I mean, I'm kind of a drop in the bucket for me at this point. But yeah, I just kind of last week just kind of sucked. And I feel like I've been waiting for this week to get a little bit better, and it just doesn't seem like it wants to improve right now. So that has been frustrating for me. I actually started another playthrough of this game on my other computer. just a dinky little laptop one I use for work when I have to go out. Because I have the gaming computer that's pretty nice. Well, it's a gaming laptop. It's still pretty good. It can run Monster Hunter World fine. And stream it actually too, which is cool. It does Helldivers seems to be kind of the cap on how much it can handle though. It's nice and far away from the entrance to the third level, so that's cool. Most of this particular third I don't know, third zone, third area, the third act, I guess, is probably the most sensible way to call it, but most of this act is pretty lame. It really kind of just sucks to navigate through this area, and I kind of got caught up in it and then just decided to burn through it as quick as I could because I was really just sick of being in this particular zone. So I have grinded a little bit. If you're really feeling let down or hurt by that, they'll definitely be, you know, probably just gonna play this for a while. So if we actually get to and there's going to be playthroughs of the different difficulties as well after this too, so you will see loops of this later on, don't worry. And yeah, so the other reason that I don't want to talk too much about the stuff that I'm dealing with is it's mostly money stuff, and I don't want there to be like an implied conflict of interest between, because this is for charity, so I kind of just don't want to bring it up too much right now. I'd rather just focus on, like, if you see those links, that's where they're going. So it's the most important thing. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm doing something more than nothing right now. So anyway, anyways, I hope everybody's having a pretty decent time. Seems like a lot of people are in kind of a funk. I don't really know. Oh, this is the boss room, isn't it? Brem's Spark Fist. I like Dead Fist. He's dead now. Never did. Pretty sure we can fit that somewhere. Probably not. Is this worth anything? Not really. Probably just sell it. We'll see what the oh, we'd need to analyze what the pike is anyway. Oh, 15 to 70, which is, what do we have right now? It's 27 to 658. This is probably better just because it's got a closer damage spread. It's not like this is bad necessarily, it's just 15 to 70 is a little bit abrasive. Maybe if there's something that, because you can see from the damage here, you're going to see the spread increase. So the top gets higher, but the bottom gets higher, or bottom gets lower as well. So I think it's probably better to just stick with this right now. We can definitely sell that later. That's got to be, I mean, it's green, it's got to be worth something, right? So we'll hold on to that. Just let's get past the helm. I think it doesn't really matter too much. Got to kill Mephisto. So we'll, you know, get on that. We're kind of inching our way down here. This is where we deal with them. I'm just going kind of slow. There's a lot of super uniques around here too. So we'll probably hit a town portal before we get too deep into anything else. But we'll see. Depends on if we get any loot that looks like it's going to be worth money or something too. We probably don't need to be grinding money out that much right now anyway, so. Oops. Ooh. Every time a hero critter dies, it looks like there's gonna be this big, like the whole roof is gonna collapse or something, but it never does. You can always just chill. It's the bud here. The problem with the floor gold is just never as much as you. It never ends up being all that much, which kind of sucks, but it's a, you know, it's not a big deal. It's like, whatever. Okay. Oh, I gotta make another phone call that I'm sure is gonna suck. Suck today, so I don't really want to get started on that yet. I'm basically like gonna make another pot of coffee, and that's just what I'm gonna do. I don't really don't really want to do too much else right now. There's a gross bridge that opened up down there, but we're not going to use that yet. So this is how we get to the next act. Is just this is going to be taking us to hell. Seems like there's some more critters around. Okay. We're not going to worry a whole heck of a lot about that at the moment, though. I want to get all this loot and just sell it, because it's probably worth something. Who cares? If it's a big deal, we can, if people want to hear it. First off, there's some really good lore videos that just have all the dialogue in it. I was thinking of recommending. Also, you can just, if people want to hear it when I go for the second one around, see, it's okay. It's all good loot. If the next time I go around on the gaming loop here, we can listen to more of it. But I don't want to feel anything right now. That's what's important. I mean, you know, there's room to upgrade stuff. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, okay, so we're gonna grab some more stuff.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Alright, yes please. I'll throw away the defense for that. It's actually a really good drop for us. We're probably gonna hold on to that for a while, because the 10% faster run rock and oh wait, no, that's the Salcat. I thought that was up 30%. Well, 64 extra, I mean, we're never gonna need to do any grinding like this again, to be honest, if we have that much gold now, so. Alright, tell me what this is. Great. Ormus, get your pocketbook ready. Okay. Sure. Those are really nice. But we have a lot of gear that's already gonna sell at that cap, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. So our private stash is pretty full right now. Oops. I was gonna sell that. We'll hold on to that for now. What happened in that room? Wasn't there another? I might be thinking of another playthrough. Okay. Just want to do some basic low-level So like I said, the gear is going to be pretty important. So there's a pretty big part of this is going to be looking through the available merchants' wares and basically just trying to find a one that's going to give us enough really decent bonuses.
Approach and let's trade.
It's really good to just kind of look at the numbers if I don't want to think too hard. For comparison, this is what we have right now. So ideally we'd have 3 to raise skeleton. Excuse me. 3 plus to skeletal mastery. 1 plus in all summoning skills, and then sockets. 2 sockets would be really good. Probably not going to happen. And I mean, could be clay golem. It could be I mean, maybe summon resist, but I don't think that we get that in this level. But could be amplify damage. The third one isn't as important, but like clay golem for the clay golem or raise skeletal mage, both of those would be fun. So, but we got to just sift through a lot of these. And basically the idea is that we're just trying to re-roll all of these loot drops that this guy has, or all of the loot, the stuff you can buy. Just try to keep re-rolling it so we can try to get a good drop that's going to have stuff that we want on it.
Ask and learn.
So you can see, you're dealing with so that's the 1 plus summoning skills, by the way. Because it's such a specific thing that we're looking for, we have to do this. I was doing this for like half an hour yesterday and I couldn't find anything. So odds that this is going to go anywhere are pretty slim. So I'm only going to do it a couple times. If in the extremely off chance that someone actually comes and starts chatting today, which just based off you know, the history of this stream, in the off chance that does happen, I'll probably do this for a little bit just to kind of have something to talk and do at the same time. That's pretty, this is pretty easy to do while I would talk to someone. So, but I am probably going to call it after this one, and we'll just get back into the actual game. Yeah, so you can see it's just time sync. It's a time sync. Oh, and we need to, oops. There we go here. So we'll just hold on to that ram. So we're almost to the next area anyway, so. Cutscene I don't want to watch because I don't care about it. This is technically, so this is the last act of the base game, so at the end of this we're killing Diablo. Spoilers, I guess. He's gonna be our crap junkie now.
It is good to see you again, hero.
Yeah, shut up.
Mephisto's defeated.
A lot of taking your doing the fucking angels' work, taking out their laundry for him, so. Was he not the gear guy? I thought he was the gear guy. Oh no, there's 2 gear people down here.
What do you need?
These both have some lore associated with them. I don't know what a lot of it is, but it's there, so something to I guess think about. The other nice thing about this difficulty level is we're now able to sell a lot of the stuff that was capped because of the sell, like basically each act has a certain amount that they can sell to, and so the first one is like 5,000, Act 2 is 10,000, Act 3 is 15,000, and Act 4 is I don't know if it capped at 20,000 or not. I'd have to double check. But yeah, so just looking at stuff right now. It looks like I'm just kind of staring at stuff because I'm brain dead. Yeah. Yep. On the plus side, we can take all our crap out of our storage that we've been saving because of the sell thing, and See if we can't get rid of it right now. So it's been pretty annoying holding on to all this stuff, but you can see we get a little bit of a payday out of it then. Hopefully, anyway. Nice. So you see it is 20,000. That's 20. God. Man, I don't even know if I want to hold on to all these things anymore either, because it's just, I don't think it's worth it. Jeez. I don't even know why that's worth 20,000. I'm assuming these are not much more than that, and I'm just sick of keeping them in storage right now, so we're gonna get rid of them. I don't really care anymore. I think the storage is actually worth a little bit. Shut up. The storage is worth a little bit more to me than the than anything else. So, just stupid stone in here. I don't think anything can be combined in a fun way, so we're not going to worry about it right now. Yeah. I'll refresh the chat quick just in case something. Nothing doing with that. Just because I got another. A bunch of stuff is happening. Just gotta check socials and shit, I guess. I don't know why I do that. Apparently it's important to me. Okay. Fun stuff. The Diablo here, so... So now we're in hell. See, the enemies are tougher now. Ho hum. Gotta kick him over so he'll drop his gold. Okay. Just trying to get a sense of the edges of the map. There's actually, I was watching some videos on speedrunning this game, and there's ways to read the map that are a little bit more accurate than just fumbling around like I've been doing. But I honestly don't remember. That takes a little bit more skill than I have right now in the game. So we're fumbling around. Okay, so we're getting just like, you know, kind of getting around the edges of it. I haven't got an experience trend that's probably going to be pretty useful right now, because I think we could be at a higher level, I think is what I'd like to say about that. And, I think Hell has quite a few enemies in it too. It's pretty stocked, so we can just keep running in a straight line and run into enough mobs to make me feel like I'm not wasting this right now. Nice if we could. I don't know if there's any like boss critters around or something. I'd settle for some like super unique mobs or something too. Just something that, like, you know, I got the experience trying, you want to get something out of it. I mean, we're at least consistently killing things right now, so I have pretty bad luck with the experience shrines and just seemingly finding them and then not running into any creatures for an extended length of time. So, I mean, right now my goals are pretty low. Like, as long as I can, as long as I'm at least killing monsters consistently right now, it's not a big deal. More mobs to kill. Trying to make sure my restless leg doesn't act up too much. Alright. Well, better than some of the experience shrines I've had. That is for sure, because I've definitely wasted the shit out of some of them. So I'm happy that we got a little bit out of it. Sorry, it said hung skeleton, and I guess I'm the permanent adolescent humor that Twitch is inundated with these days is apparently rubbing off on me just a little bit. Hung skeleton, there you go. It's a good character name, actually. Oh my gosh, sorry. Sorry. Such a dumb joke. Okay. Just because I'm seeing some people in here right now. This is just a chill stream today. Gonna be vibing and playing some Diablo 2. If you have any requests for audio, let me know. Just all the normal stuff like that you expect from a stream. Otherwise, feel free to chill out. It's a little bit challenging for me to get to comments on YouTube sometimes. So I hope if there seems to be some problems, just please, I'm asking for just a little bit of patience, and let me still figure a lot of this stuff out. I was on Kick for a long time after Twitch, and it's a surprising amount of energy and work to learn all this junk and figure out how to apply everything. So. It's still kind of a scuffed stream vibe, but I also at this point basically just stream because it's better for me than being really unhappy by myself all the time. Makes me feel a little useful. Hey Sammy. No worries, appreciate you stopping by. Pick up a chair, have a good time. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. And lurkers are very welcome here today. Yeah, we're playing some Diablo 2. I'll just give you, just for rambling right now, like I said, please feel free to lurk and be comfortable. Diablo 2, if you don't have a lot of experience with the game, it's just one of the classic, it came out in 2000, it's one of the classic role-playing, this style of game, influenced quite a bit. I've been reading more and more about the history of early RPG games. There's some really good, very long documentaries online about like the first Elder Scrolls games, the Ultima series, which I really knew nothing about, and I think Ultima is connected to RuneScape, which I never really touched. Some people, when they get into RuneScape, they really get into, it's apparently kind of an obsession thing. Okay, this is the, you can see why, this is the map, this is why I didn't see this, so sorry about that. Oh, just FYI, this is the Plains of Despair, so, I don't know. Get some juice or something. I think you're supposed to stay hydrated in the Plains of Despair. But yeah, so pretty influential game series. Yeah, basically. Oh, this is a dude. He's got some lore behind him that I know about. Let me throw some lightning at him. Technically, it's supposed to be teeth for firing at him, but it doesn't really look like teeth to me. We're just mobbing on him right now. There's not much you can do. But yeah, I guess it's kind of a, oh right, he's gonna, hold on. Can you guys, I'm trying to talk to my viewers here. This is really irritating. I know you know what it's like. You're trying to have a conversation with someone, suddenly an ethereal creature starts just hucking lightning at you, and you're just like, what? Such a pain, you know? Especially when you're in the middle of something, too. He's just gonna talk some shit. I forget what he, blah, blah, blah. He's evil, actually, but he's an angel, so it's like, what?
He squandered his infernal power.
I'm a necromancer, so every time he has a comment, he's just like, wow, I'd be doing this way better if I was actually this evil dude, but I'm not. But it's so pretty. Oh, the angel? Deal with more mobs now. I do really like the designs for the angels in this game, too. Yeah, yeah, no worries. But yeah, so anyway, when I was younger, kind of when streaming and Let's Plays and all those, you know, YouTube playthroughs and all that stuff, when all those things were just a little bit newer, there was a playthrough of this game that I watched that's actually still up online. And the creator will still respond to comments in the first video, which is pretty wild. But it was just a very relaxed, similar style. I mean, this, I'm pretty much copying the vibe in the playthrough that this guy let down. I sometimes even want to call the names that he had for his characters in the game. But he had a very similar style. And this playthrough is called a Skellymancer, Fishymancer, Summonmancer build. Those do all have slightly different meanings in the name variation, but it's not worth getting into. And it's just this, you let your skeletons do all the work for you. This is all I really want out of a video game, and is having a horde of creatures, like, you know, take care of my stuff for me while I just kind of hang out. It's very satisfying. Oh yeah, we'll run back and look at the angel in a second, too. Oh, I am actually in our town portal here. See another one of the angel designs if you want.
Thank you, hero, for putting Israel's tortured spirit to rest. May the light protect you, and the powers of heaven shine upon your path. But if what you tell me is true, then I fear that we have been played for fools.
Oh, he gives me a nice, okay.
Israel helped Diablo and his brothers trick.
Anyway, there's lore. There's lore in this game. He gave us a free skill point, which is really nice. So the idea behind the Skellymancer build is you're putting all your points in a skeleton. Initially, you can only have one skeleton. We now have 10, plus a skeletal mage, plus a clay golem. So the build has kind of a, it's really gear dependent if you've played RPG kind of stuff before. So, sorry, I'm just brain fart for a second. And it's kind of, there's definitely a path to follow with it. Oh, I have an extra point. What the heck? Apparently I did not spend 2 of these points here. So what's interesting about this game is you can put 20 points in the race skeleton, but you can actually get gear, because you see this is 24, you can actually get gear that extends it beyond that. So a big part of this particular playthrough with the gear that we have is just, sorry, 1 second, it's just going to be getting good gear for it so we can have more skeletons, skelly friends, so. Yeah, that's kind of the gist of what we're doing here, and the gist of this kind of playthrough. Obviously, if you really put a lot of points and stuff into it, you can basically just walk around and let them handle everything. Some of the bosses get a little bit tricky, but we'll get there when we get there. And yeah, we just have a nice, you know, been a rough couple of days, so we just have a nice little time to hang out and think about how great it is having a horde of skeletons do stuff for us. Lots of those, lots of that. Part of why I like this particular build is because I am... Oh, you're looking at the, are you looking at the, Angel again, yeah. Part of why I like this particular build... Oops. See, we're not actually gonna... Alright, I wasted that diamond. We're not actually gonna be using that for anything, so... Whatever. I don't think we use diamonds a lot either, so it's probably fine. Yeah. So... Let's go. Okay. Just doing some transmuting here. You can combine things into other things. It's a big part of the extended gear stuff in this game. Is it's called a harass cube. So we're just upgrading some of our stuff right now. So we just combined some skulls. They were flawed skulls, and now they're just actually they were regular skulls, and now they're a flawless skull. So this is just a fantastic skull all around. A+ skull. These are called rune words. If we combine rune words, we'll get specific bonuses to our gear and armor. So it's a lot of that stuff. I could talk a while for a while about this stuff, and I don't really understand it very well either. So, and I'd be kind of just regurgitating a lot of what I've heard about this game too. But yeah. Anyway, so because that guy was just a more fancier, higher level monster, we got some nice gear that I just wanted to dump back here and sell quick. I can show you too. I do kind of want to just hop back and check, but a big part of this particular run is actually refreshing a particular vendor over and over again and wait until they have a particular wand that has good bonuses on it. It's fun. So just doing this for a few hours, hopefully not a few hours, hopefully we'll find something eventually that just is really good on its own, but not likely. So I don't want to put you through that right now, because I don't want to put you through that. I don't think anybody wants to see that, so we're going to just go back into the grinding here. But yeah, one of the gimmicks that I have for these particular playthroughs is the fact that I think being homeless is a lot tougher than going to hell in this game, so it's kind of what the a lot of that stuff is about for the theming of this particular playthrough, and also just keeping it in the theme of being a charity run as well. But yeah, anyway, and kill some more really just thick as shit demons. And mostly you're just kind of tending to your skelly friends, making sure everybody's in good health. There's a lot of passive bonuses you can provide that work like auras. In this case, you can part of one of the Jesus Christ. Part of something we're trying to keep an eye on in the background is runes that we could combine to get good bonuses on weapons and stuff like that for our mercenary. We can also, you can see here, this is the mercenary's equipment, so stuff like that. But yeah, for us the job is pretty simple. I like it because for the most part these kind of games are a little bit more than I can handle, because there's a lot of information that you have to sift through, and I am an old man nowadays, so this is just a very specific style of run. So it's pretty nice to just it's pretty nice to just zone out and do it. I've really been enjoying reading on like the Diablo wiki about putting the gear and stuff together, and just all the different processes you have to learn. Learning all the rune words and stuff like that too has been pretty satisfying. All the combos you can do. It's almost like a roguelike where you're trying to put your gear together so you can get to the end of all 3 difficulties. You can make it through hell with all 3 difficulties fine. So we'll see how that goes too. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Like I said, it's nice to have you stop by. I appreciate that. Hope the kitties are doing good. And I'll just get back into this here then. I don't have much else to say at the moment. We'll get back into our vibes in a second here. Have some ambient music on in the background. It's supposed to be vaporwave, but it just kind of sounds like ambient noise. It's nice. It's hitting the spot right now. So what am I doing right now? Well, I am doing something. So we killed one of the agents. We're now looking for this thing called the Hellforge. We have one of the big evil guys' souls trapped in a soul cube thing.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't carry anymore. Mom, I can't carry anymore. Reflex bow. Just gonna snap this here. I gotta start using some of these scrolls too, huh? That's probably worth some. I'm just gonna bounce back here quick. Sell some of this junk.
Good evening. Hello.
Well, we gotta break the thing because the guy's bad. So he can't live there no more. I am not using these at all. So that. Some notes for space. Oh, we have. Okay, so you have to store gold after a certain point. You can actually only carry so much gold on your character at once. It's funny that that's happening right now. Just deposit all of it. You see we have a pretty healthy amount we can hold in the stash too. So I'm gonna pick up that gold though before it disappears, because I mean, come on, I'm not gonna let a bunch of gold just sit there. So we can have the equipment repaired. Again, with this build, we're not really at risk of like working through anything too fast, because we're not really engaging directly with anybody. We're letting the skeletons do most of the work. This sure look fancy, damn. So yeah. I think there's something very cozy about a game where you have to learn a lot. Trying to understand it, is very mind engaging and somehow soothing to me. Yeah, I agree. I like to I kind of don't like games that are too, like, you just play through them and then you're kind of done. Like, I like the games that kind of keep me coming back are the ones that, like this game, where there's just so much to work through that you have to really you just have to really pay attention. And well, that's not necessarily true. You don't really have to pay a lot of attention. I'm not paying much attention to this right now. I think it's more just that it's not like you have to. It's kind of like those days when you're working but you don't mind working. Like you have to be. You're doing something, right? You can't just sit there and be doing nothing. But what you're doing really isn't taking that much energy or time out of you in a way. So you just kind of pleasantly let the day roll itself by. Except you're choosing to do this as opposed to working in a job. But yeah, and I noticed like I wonder if it's like Stardew Valley doesn't have a lot of appeal to me, but this does just because of its maybe just because of the thematic content. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just too boring for me to be walking around in a pleasant hamlet. There's a lot of lightning right now. But yeah, that's a big and I mean, you know, that's and I know that you're a big fan of cozy games, and you and Tafin are always playing stuff. I know you guys have been playing a lot of Minecraft recently too, which is fun to watch, actually. But yeah, so I know that you know your way around these cozy games too. I think the other thing is because I mostly stick to a lot of competitive gaming, it's really nice to not have that be a factor. By the way, this is on Twitch. This is Vicious Sam, unless I'm getting my wires crossed here. But yeah. And also her partner streams more frequently, and I just want to give them a shout out too. For Streamer Not Found, also known as Tafin. So really good. Their community has been a bedrock for me for a very, very long time. So I always want to give them a little bit of a shout out. They do stream on Twitch, but otherwise, yeah. I'm always lurking if I can in their streams too. I think the human brain really likes process. Like, I think there's something very satisfying about like engaging with something that has an end point to it, or that has kind of a like a conclusion. And really good games give you a lot of little moments like that, and that's kind of what keeps you coming back in a lot of ways. Not that this isn't fun gameplay, although I'm definitely playing this in a way that's pretty casual, but this style game, you know, it just kind of keeps giving you another question to answer over and over and over again. Even if the question kind of feels like it's the same one, it does a good job of disguising it too. At this point, like, I have another playthrough on my on my other computer that I use, so I'm like, whatever, let's do this today. I'm still gonna be streaming Melee. I just wanted to take a break today. I just had yesterday was ranked day, and I just didn't have a lot of fun. I just felt really unhappy with myself playing the game, and I already felt really depressed, so it just wasn't. You know, that's competitive gaming, so that's gonna happen, especially if you try to take it seriously like I do, which is dumb, because I'm dumb. But, whoa, what the fudge? Oh, just a bunch of bats, okay. Special bat. Leveled up again, put another point in Skeleton Mastery. I want to be grinding the points in Skeleton Mastery out pretty badly because, a lot of the bosses in this game are designed to really rip through summons. So the hope is that we can, have our skeletons in good enough fighting fit shape to be able to actually take on the Prince of Evil, the Prince of Lord of Terror, I think is what they call him in this game. Oops, there we go. River of Flame. Let's just keep looting around here. Normally, it'd probably be a little bit more progressive and type A about moving around here, but I am happy to just sit and do a little bit of item hunting and stuff like that. Just let the process happen. Enjoy the quiet joys of take in the quiet joys might be a better way to say it. Take in the quiet joys of proper skeleton management. It's also going to be a day I make another pot of coffee. I don't really drink that much coffee anymore. It's about 2 cups a day at most. So this is just going to be 3 for me, but I don't have any enthusiasm for anything right now. Some errands I got to do later. I just don't want to do them. It's more than that. I don't want to talk about it. Actually, it's better if I don't. Yeah, I know, and also I know I've been, if you're on Discord and stuff, I've been pretty chatty about it recently, but I am doing okay. It's just, I feel like it's just a dip in the road, bump in the road, whatever you want to call it. I can kill that, right? Just want to see what this axe is. Oh, that's nothing. What do you do? We need that. I'll hold on to it. I'm probably gonna sell it though. Yeah, just a dip in the road. There's been living in this country has always been really surreal, but lately it's just been very complicated. A lot of the because of the issues and some of the difficulties with moving from the previous place that I was living at, they just don't. A lot of those problems have really dug in and just seem to have not gone away, fortunately. So it's part of the reason it's been a little bit up and down, because there's good days, but a lot of times there's this big old it's like this big sword kind of waving above your head in the background, and you have to try to keep a straight face and pretend it's not there all the time. It gets a little tiring. And doing this whole process has just been it'd just be really nice for it to end, but I don't know how long it's going to be before I actually really get some stability and I can actually start providing. I mean, the big thing is just me providing for myself, so whenever that can actually happen is going to be the big, that's going to be the, when on my own terms I can pay rent and bills and all that shit. Because living off the handouts and stuff, I really, it's just really hard to be happy. I just want to be doing something, I want to be living. Haven't been living in a long time. Just been surviving, going from one insane situation to the next, and now, I could maybe be comfortable, but I just want everything else to go away for a while. Yeah, that's just me sitting here talking, so it's not anything really progressive getting done about it. But hopefully there's something I can be doing soon about that. Just keep putting myself out there, keep trying to prioritize the health and all that. That's the boring ass plan that I have right now. I can understand. I know it's a bit much sometimes. I think sometimes we need time, however much that is. Just taking it slow and day by day. I know this is easier said than done. Yeah, you're right, though. I still agree with it. The surprisingly hard thing is when I want to relax, like telling myself that I can. Oh, thank you. But we know we appreciate you, Tiny. I know. I appreciate you too. You guys mean a lot to me. Yeah, you guys really do mean a lot to me. Thank you for that. Yeah, and I'll just, like I said, I think it's just a bad day. You know, these things happen. But yeah, it's something that was like, it's like having to tell myself it's okay to like not like like sometimes I'll be taking a shower and I'm like, I just kind of want to hang out in the shower for a while, and I'll feel so guilty. I'll feel so bad about it, you know. I'll feel like I'm not allowed to do something for myself almost, you know. Trying to unlearn some of those things has been a little bit tougher than I really expected. Oh, nice. Experience shrine. Spirit Shine just means you try to run through stuff and get at as many mobs as possible so we can maximize the efficiency of it. And yeah, I think it's I mean, there's definitely a lot of positivity running through my neck of the woods these days, so I suppose focusing on that might not be the worst idea, although it's a little bit hard to trust it too much. But that's gonna, you know, that's just something we're gonna find out. You can't really rush that stuff. It's just gonna have to see if things get better, things get worse. Yeah, I still got to be able to look at my own life and recognize that I'm pretty lucky. Even if it feel a little I don't know. Nah, I just gotta accept the good fortune. I think that's probably the smarter choice right now. But you know, maybe I'm sure before I know it, the energy's gonna come back, and I'll be running around the room, vacuuming, and singing up a storm, pissing off my neighbors like crazy. So, I'm sure things aren't gonna be that bad. Pretty angel.
Stay a while and listen.
Find that other guy in a second here too.
What do you need?
Ring fire. We don't need that. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. Some gems and such to combine. Let's go find. Does he leave or does he just hang out? Where is he? I was gonna take a screen cap of that other that other angel you mentioned, but I don't know if it's down here. Yeah, probably not. Well, I'll find one and send it to you later. Don't worry. Blech. Something caught my throat. But yeah, again, Sam Vicious Sam on Twitch. Her partner 404 streamer not found.
Hail to you, champion.
Both are excellent, lovely people, and they have very cute cats that you get to see a lot of. So, always a pleasure, always a joy. So, let's see. Okay. Let's see. You make it real easy. You make it real easy to say nice stuff about you. So you're now upgraded to a flawless topaz. So, kind of the long game with a lot of these. Again, don't ask me for specifics because you probably won't get the best information out of it. But a lot of the long game with these gems and things are using them in Herodric Cube recipes to get better gear eventually, or lead the way to better gear. There's a lot of little asterisks and things next to it, and just like I said, there's a lot of information that you got to pick up. See that there. But having said that, it's even not really understanding the systems too well, it's very satisfying to make all the little noises happen. And you know, I'm not a complicated person. That is actually enough for me. So we'll do this here, and we now have a couple of flawless gem types. So I will be looking up what I think I mentioned that they're called Herodric Cube recipes, so I'll be looking up some more of those later too. I'm trying to organize this, but it's just very absent-minded, like much of today. Sorry. Yeah, this looks horrible, but it's okay. Everything's fine. Okay, so, back there, put that back there. I think we can start putting these runes back in here too. The runes work with in a pretty similar way to the gems, where you can put 3 runes of a similar type, or the same type, excuse me, together, and they'll upgrade into the next level of runes, which gets very complicated. There's like 20 runes or something in this game, and the runes are kind of how you start to access some of the next level stuff, using rune words to really get high level gear. Then is a big part of the late game. So let's get back at it here. I think I did all the stuff I wanted to do. Just gotta make sure everybody's summoned here. Yeah, so we're gonna be, the nice thing is this waypoint is near the start of the River of Flame. Just the River of Flame is right there. It's been about 1:20. I'm gonna take a little break here and get up to date with some socials and stuff. I'm gonna change the music because this is really not fun. I've checked some of these playlists before. Some of these other playlists are a little bit more exciting. This is just nothing right now. And I mean, I'm not like, I like this stuff a lot of the time, and I'm listening to it a lot of the time, but I need something a little bit more poppy, more bump, more bounce to it. Apologize if this is putting you to sleep. But someone's been making a lot of these generic ones. They all have the two towers, and I don't know why. That just weirds the shit out of me that they all have that. And I think a lot of them are just like, automatically generated lists anyway, so. Okay, there's some music in here, so that's good. Yeah, it's deceptively difficult to find what you want on occasion in this day and age, but we all know that. So I'm gonna once again get the water filter going. I'm gonna make some more coffee. I'm gonna check out the socials and stuff and probably make a quick phone call. And I will be back probably in about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll be continuing the playthrough here. Anybody, mostly just talking to Sam, but anybody else who's been hanging out, if you got, feel free to go about your day too. You don't have to stick through the break or anything. It's also, because this isn't like Twitch or anything, there's no money to be generated, so feel free to go about your day. But I really do appreciate you. I know I was pretty down today, so thank you for stopping by. I know you were doing that to just check up on me, and I do appreciate that. And thank you so much. Obviously, you can feel free to continue lurking if you'd like to as well. I'm totally fine with that. But just giving you that, like, don't worry, self-care, best care kind of stuff. Apparently, we have to repeat that stuff all the time now. So, but yeah, I'm gonna make another cup of coffee. Check socials. I gotta do a phone call quick and just adulting, I guess. I don't really like calling it adulting, because to me it's just like being alive, and I don't know. I mean, I think there's got to be like capitalism, but I don't think that's a good word for it either. But I think it's more accurate. I'm just rambling now. Nothing I say matters. This isn't useful information, so we're gonna get into the. I'm gonna put this on the Be Right Back screen. You can enjoy Chill Gengar. Gengar says Free Palestine. I would say a big part of being really upset right now is the stories from there, because it really is. I say this a lot, but if you've been in a position where you've kind of been on the lower rung of stuff, this stuff is it's really tough to deal with. So anyway, with that out of the way, I'm gonna be back in a couple minutes here. Hope you guys enjoy the relaxing music, Gengar's crooked smile. And I'll be back to some more Diablo pretty soon here. I'm trying to get through this difficulty and get to the next one at the very least. So. I am a fool. Thank you. Appreciate you, Sam. Alright, I'll say what I was saying a little bit. Oops. Shoot. Say what I was saying before. I guess I'll give you guys the other shout out. So 404 streamer not found. Currently playing some PUBG. I appreciate you. Currently playing some PUBG. Sam is also there. Being a little devious. Watching and streaming at the same time. How dare you. But they're all streaming right now. Just go check them out on Twitch if you feel so obligated. They're good friends of mine. Next thing I want to talk about quick while we're here. There have been a couple of... It looks like the mutual aid encampment community is really struggling, particularly today, with a lot of what had been going on this month. If you guys know, I had some pretty prominent streams about trying to get just donations and stuff sorted together. So today would be a really good day if you feel like you've got some money in your, burning in your pocket. I have been complaining a lot about money, but at the end of the day, I will survive what's happening, and I would like to, I don't know, streaming's more fun if you I don't know, make people give shit, I don't know. But it is something that's real important to me. I know that this is one of the few ways that I can go and touch all the communities that I'm a part of and just bring more word to a lot of these kind of things, because this stuff, there just isn't what's supposed to be there. There's just nothing, and I don't want people to die. So yeah, so that would be the other request today, is this would be a good day to go in the descriptions. They have link trees, so if you're not comfortable donating money, which I totally understand, you can go directly purchase things like tents or cleaning supplies, food, stuff that will be sent to a warehouse. The stuff around here is very organized, and people are pretty sharp about making sure nothing's being wasted or anything. Like, everything gets used very efficiently. People are pretty thoughtful about how they act and all. So don't. It's really just a lot of people who have been trying to make a temporary solution last for so many years now. So many. I mean, it's been such a. Anyway, a lot to think about with that. So how big is this fucking thing? That's just junk. It's not as good as that. And this is socketed, but it's not going to be very good either, so it's not really good. But yeah, anyway, if it's yellow, I'm probably going to sell it, because why not? I think we just town portal out of here quick, grab the soul stone, give it a big old smack with the hammer, and we head back home in time for tea.
Good evening.
But yeah, today would be a really good day to check out. Lots of ways to help out. Link trees give you lots of options right now, so feel free to do that. Again, no obligations. I think people kind of know if they have the ability to help out right now, so don't don't put yourself out there, but you know, a lot of people are sure suffering right now. So anyway, oh damn. I mean, jeez, that's a really good build. 17 is wild right now compared to 5. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that. Those are all really fun, but I think it's just not really worth it when we're getting defense values like that. So I'm gonna put that stuff out. We also get more inventory space now. It just kind of sucks because I used that was my blah 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 blah. What am I trying to say here? That was the thing that I was using that I had gotten augmented. There you go, augmented by Charcy in way back in that Act 1, if you remember that. So, just kind of it's always tough to say goodbye to gear in these games, at least for me, which is probably why I don't really play a lot of them, because I always have a hard time knowing when to stop myself. So it's probably a part of why I don't, like when I was a kid, man, I would not let a single piece of gear run away from me. I would collect everything. I mean, it was pretty bad. The games took a long time. I didn't really get a lot done as a result. Oh, do we have? No, we don't. I just thinking back on that now. Oh, we gotta do this stupid. Yay. Some gems and shit I don't know what to do with right now that I'll have to go through some of the guides later and just check out. Okay, so we killed him, so now we just gotta go. I think we're just going straight to kill Diablo then. So we'll run through here and just try to get to the waypoint, which I think is on some weird, like, all of these maps have, I think I mentioned this before, all of these maps do have seeds and stuff that have consistencies to the point where you are able to kind of read where the maps are going to go, which I learned from watching Diablo 2 speedruns, but I am not good at that yet. So we still flounder around quite a bit where I try to figure out where to go. But I remember the waypoint last time in here being in some like off direction. So we'll see if that holds or not. Oops. Got some tea, which is nice. But yeah, again, just won't say too much more at this exact moment, but just please consider checking out some of those link trees. In the pinned comment, a friend I've known, they've recently come out as transgender. I've known them for a long time. I've known them since I lived in my car. They are still in their van at the moment, trying to support themselves into really cute little kittens. And they've had a small fund request for a while. I really want to get them housed, but I just don't have a lot of access to money or anything. They're a trooper though. They're really tough and they're very supportive of other people in their community. They just work really hard to help out people. So I just always wanted to make sure that they get what they need. So you know, I don't want to say that that's extra credit or anything, but if that I pinned a Twitter Twitter posts they've made with a fun request, and you can, if you're curious and you maybe like to consider helping them out more later on, you can check that out. See if that's to your liking or not. But they're also pretty open about what they've been going through too, so they should have a pretty good amount of information on what you can do to help them out if you look for it. So. Every so often, the mage skeleton tries to be a hero and just gets ripped to shreds for it. Sorry about my leg, is always machine gunning itself off like that. I'm gonna... Okay, I was just about to change the music, because there's like this repeated lengthy overtone that's just kind of irritating. Yeah, one. This game has really good music. I should just let the Diablo music play. You can hear all the nice sound effects and stuff too. Assault helmet. Assault helmet. Barbarian only. Bitch. Think you can handle an assault helmet? You can't. Go back to sleep. Coward. Alright. Some runes here. I'd have to look at what Ort and brings to the table. What they might, what possible words they could connect with too. I'm fairly certain that just putting the runes in cold into equipment is not worth it. It's always better to have a complete set of words together as opposed to just a couple of individual perks from the runes themselves. And we got that waypoint there. I am going to not stop, but just switch gears for a second here. Yeah, fuck off. Shut up. Just shut up. Deckard loser. So apparently I'm still a little snippy. Orgy of gem combining. Flawless is as high as the perfect is as high as it goes in this game, so just got to keep that in mind. The perfect ones are the ones that you can start using, doing some fun stuff with. Those are the ones that you can make gear recipes with in the Hydra Cube. So it'll definitely take us to some new places. So is a pretty powerful rune, but I don't know if it's going to have any uses for us specifically. We've got a lot of these old runes here. I really would have to just check and see what they all do. And unfortunately, that is one of the slightly more complicated things about this game, is just remembering what all these different rune options there are. So
time has come to hunt down and destroy Diablo himself. beware. The Lord of Terror is not to be underestimated. He single-handedly destroyed the town of Tristram and corrupted the last noble hero who tried to stop him. This time, you must defeat him for good.
You know, I appreciate some of the people in my life. I really do.
Will his spirit be banished?
I have a lot of really good friends.
Good luck. Though this be our darkest hour, it may yet be your greatest moment.
Some of the people that are helping me out are just incredible. Keep forgetting. I mean, not forgetting, just this stuff gets so tough sometimes. You can really let it wear you down, and it's just so easy to lose sight of the fact that there really are people that care about you. So, something I still need to work on, you know, but hopefully I'll get better at it. Yeah. I really want to get a better wand before I try to take on Diablo. But I don't know how many tries I want to give this at the moment. You know, this game sounds so good, I don't even really think it makes sense to, like, have music, or, like, play anything in the background for this. I should just have the game sounds and stuff going. But there's, like, I think at least over 50 rune words as well, so I know there's a pretty big knowledge ceiling for that stuff.
Good evening.
Okay, keep looking. It's extremely
Approach and let's trade.
It's not interesting, but it is pretty mellow to do this, especially if the music playing and all the sounds and stuff just going on in the background. It does get pretty chill.
Good evening.
I had to put my feet up here so they don't wiggle as much. No, quiet. But some of the rune words can have really nice class-specific effects too, and those are the things that we're going to be really getting excited about later on. Like if we get one of these and it's got 2 sockets on it, we could make a rune word that goes on top of that wand that does even more. That would just give us more skeleton power.
Good evening.
And one of the nice things is you can actually use rune words to, you can use some of the gems and stuff that you get to make stuff, give stuff more sockets or something like that. I think some of that's a crapshoot though. I still have to do more reading on it though. I saw a friend playing Paths of Exile, and it looks really, really cool, but I've heard that it's complicated. So I'm not sure how interested in it I actually am, but it does look really fun. Although I look at the skill tree and I kind of like, my brain starts to turn into pudding a little bit.
Good day.
Each of the vendors is going to have their stuff capped at like, so if it's a certain act, it's going to prioritize specific spells and abilities. So for this is the act that has the best chance to get what we're looking for, which again is just all of the skill points in Raise Skeleton, Skeletal Mastery, ideally one in all summoning skills, and then, I don't know, Mage or something else. It doesn't really matter what the third one is too much. Golem would be nice because, you know, it's always nice to have a powerful Golem. Not sure how many more of these I'm going to do, don't worry. You can also just run out the front entrance. If he's here and the front entrance is here, you can just run through it and run back. For me, it's just the tiniest bit quicker to go through the waypoint. Gonna make mac and cheese after this and read about rune words, I guess, and probably watch some other friends' streams. Seen a lot of people kind of get eaten up by Twitch a little bit recently, so that has been kind of I mean, people with bigger communities and more entertainment focused. I don't want to say like professional, but you know, people who are a little more doing the thing. I guess I don't know a better way to say it right now, but I've encountered a couple of them recently that just seem to be getting beat up by it. I've a couple of people that I watched actually recently just stopped streaming. So kind of in the back of my head, I've been pretty aware that about some of the challenges with this stuff. So it's been making me wonder what the smart choices for me in terms of
Approach and let's trade.
engaging with people are, because I really need to not be this guy all the time. I need to have something to do that just takes me away from it. So I really need that stuff, and I also just think about games all the time anyway, so whatever. It's nice to actually be around people that do that. But it is a little tough to just see how demanding and how frequently you have to deal with some really pretty unpleasant characters. Which is kind of why I like YouTube, just because there's a sense of anonymity behind it. It feels a little bit more like you don't have a big guaranteed like if I was on Twitch right now, the fact that I've streamed Diablo 2 this much, I'd have some people probably just watching the Diablo 2 at this point, just because there's going to be at least a few people who are following the Diablo 2 page on Twitch or something like that, and you just don't really have that same thing here. But in a way, that's kind of nice because I'm pretty happy just doing this right now. I think it does fit better. The one thing that is really nice about YouTube is just how VOD friendly it is. And since I think a lot of the people that if I post this stuff somewhere, a lot of people are watching it probably pretty after pretty long after I finished recording it, and it's just nice to have something that's just very clean. Twitch still has really good VODs. It's just YouTube has so much more convenience associated with it. I mean, YouTube just doesn't have Twitch's mobile player right now, which is just horrible. So if you want to watch these videos on the shitter for some reason, it's a lot easier on YouTube than it is on Twitch. Alright, we'll do like 1 or 2 more and we'll get going. I'm kind of just in the haze of doing this. It just feels nice right now.
Good day.
Because like I'll get pretty consistent view counts after these stuff get posted too, so I'm actually pretty comfortable with this, the whole what I've got going here. And like, not to credit, like if I was on, on Twitch, I'd probably have some people here, but I'd also probably be, making a little bit of, getting bit donations or something too. Or, I mean, it's pretty easy to get affiliate on Twitch, honestly, and getting donation revenue, or not just getting ad revenue and stuff like that. People really don't give ad revenue enough respect for how effective it is, how much you can really get out of it. Boring shop stuff, though. It's not very interesting. Alright, we're gonna go back to hell. Oh, we got another ancient here.
Proceed, hero, into Terror's lair. Know that Diablo's innermost sanctum is hidden by 5 seals. Only by opening each of these seals can you clear your way to the final battle.
Ooh. I do really like their wings. That is a nice, nice touch. Okay. All right, so we're gonna tango with the devil in the pale moonlight or whatever. We actually have a ways to go before we're gonna get to him anyway, so we'll still be doing a bit of grinding and such. Yeah, and then hell is fairly easy to navigate. Pretty straightforward, and I think pretty satisfying and easy to get through. Especially compared to Act 3, which I actually basically grinded through most of off stream. Like it's kind of in the zone that day. Act 3 is really annoying, really irritating to play through. And when we get to the hard playthrough of this game, I'll probably talk a bit more about it, but you really didn't, it's not a big deal, you guys missed that, trust me. Trying to chip away at these blood maggots here. Get through them first. Yeah, I think I just really like streaming, and it kind of just feels like I should be doing it. I don't know, it's just like a lot of the things I've learned how to do feed well into this, and it's nice to use those skills in a way that's just kind of for fun for me. It's just something that I enjoy doing on my own terms. So I'm definitely gonna keep, like, I'm not gonna stop doing this, but it's just tough to see. I've had to learn a lot of things from the stuff that I've been through in my life, and you know, a lot of people just don't have that kind of sense for the kind of people that they should be around, and that's a little challenging to see because I don't know. I always get kind of frustrated because I feel like sometimes you'll come into a situation and be like, hey, this actually is really bad. And then they get mad at you for being the one to point it out as opposed to the people doing bad stuff or something like that. And that can just take the wind out of you after a while. A lot of times you'll work pretty hard to try to make sure the people around you are doing okay, and finding out that wasn't reciprocated or that wasn't it was taken in a certain direction is not always the best feeling. Almost died there. Man, I don't have enough potions for anything right now. More though. But it's getting pretty hard to see someone who's otherwise really nice who just doesn't have a good handle on how to manage the people that they're going to have to interact with. And I always tell people too, like, the more serious you take this stuff, the more it really changes things. Like I've told so many, I've had a couple of friends who made affiliate, and I've tried to tell them, like, that first Twitch check is really going to change things because it's really going to change your dynamic of what you've been doing. And I've seen people not quite understand what I meant by that, and they just lose a lot of the joy of what they're doing, or a lot of what they do ends up feeling really forced or unhappy, or everything just kind of starts to go after a while, because there's there's that moment when you're like, well, how do I get more people watching? And you're like, it's not about being fun for yourself anymore, or just eating up time or whatever value you got out of it beforehand. Fun maintenance. And like for me, like I wish I could be on Twitch and stuff like that, but having said that, like once I kind of said, like, okay, this is why I'm doing this now, this is just going to be for the charity things, it just made it really enjoyable for me, and just kind of setting, like, okay, what's this actually about, and then making that choice, and then just doing it to do it now, it feels a lot more fun. Maybe it's a shield. Oh, that is a thing. That sucks. Okay, throw that away. Okay, that's 2 seals. We have 3 more to take care of. 1 and 2. Every time you pop one of these open, I think it spawns a bunch of critters or a couple mobs or something. But as always, our skeletons are kind of looking for a challenge at this point. I am still a little bit worried about Diablo, though. That's going to be tough. But yeah, like I was saying anyway, I don't really... Twitch is basically just how I've been able to be social right now, so it's pretty important that it's going to be... I mean, I'm not stopping this and I'm not stopping that, so it's just been a lot of thinking about, like, how do I want to do this in a way that doesn't... I can't be putting myself out there in the same way that I have been with some of this stuff. So, kind of, what am I going to do out of that? So I think he's spawned now, so we gotta emotionally prep ourselves here. So the big thing that's scary about Diablo is he has a lot of all of the let me click. Did I pick it up? Yeah, I did. A lot of the demons, or a lot of the bosses have like area of effect attacks that are designed to basically designed to just rip through spawn creatures. There's a couple ways to counteract that. For our purposes, one of these is the clay golem, and he's really just cut through those guys. He killed our absolutely killed our
I need mana. I need mana. I need mana.
absolutely ripped through most of our troops there. And took care of our mercenary like nothing. But we got through a lot of its health, so we're going to see if we can't... Yeah, you can see why it's a little bit scary when it can just do something like that to most of your troops. So this is a little bit rough right now. This isn't going great. So what we're going to do is town portal back. There's surprisingly little penalties to town portaling back too. Excuse me. This is going to be the person we used to resurrect Gulzar. I guess Gulzar is under-leveled or something. So we got a little bit of damage done on Diablo. Not a whole lot, but we did do a little bit. We definitely still have the option to like grind a bit too if we need to. Let's repair what we have. Because the big thing is fire resist. It's going to be a big investment now too. But yeah, and it's this is going to be tough for our build. I knew it was going to be an issue ahead of time. So the one thing we can do is just take some time to get our skelly friends back together here. We need to find some corpses. I guess we did a pretty good job cleaning this place out. I don't know what the decay rate or like how that works is for corpses in this game either. I suppose we could just go to like go back to the rogue encampment, just kill some people, come back. And I mean, it is the price you pay for playing with this particular crew. But you know, there's always things that we can do to make it work, even if we're still running a bit behind. So we are just going to be getting all of our skeletons back here. Oops. Just gonna be tough because we are. Yeah, take that, Jug. That's not that hard, but okay. So now we'll go back to Act 4, and we'll give us another shot here. Jordan, you don't have to have like a perfect
Approach and let's trade.
one for me. Does not look like it. Also, I don't know if you guys seen, but J.K. Rowling has not messaged or tweeted in a long time, and it's super fucking funny. It's probably gonna get sued to hell. Alright, wish me luck. I don't know how this is gonna go. We can try to distract him with the clay golem, but it's gonna be tough because he's got a lot of We don't have a full surround. I picked a bad spot to do this on, but we'll see if we can't. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. Oh my god, did we do it? Why is there not an excessive death sequence?
I am overburdened.
Huh. Alright, well, GG's Diablo. I have to admit that was a little bit underwhelming. Okay, so we'll do our normal, do here. Oh, those resists are kind of nice. Heal stamina plus 50%, kind of nice too. Basically just be the one. This also has more defense, so I don't think it's really worth it right now. I'm not gonna worry about that. Poleaxe of quality. We already have a better poleaxe. Sorry if you were watching that. I was kind of expecting a little bit more excitement from that death sequence, but
I can't carry anymore.
good riddance to bad rubbish, as they say. Which also may or may not be including some of this gear that we're finding, because a lot of it is not very good. Diablo did not really save a lot of... I think the final punishment he left us was the crap that he dropped, because it's all pretty bad right now. Haven't been selling for that much. Oh, we need to get a... what's the name of that? We'll do that.
What do you need?
Should grab another one of those. Great. Great. That's the expansion pack then. So we're not going to quite do that yet. We're going to grab the last bit of loot off of him. Everything in here is, there's no reason to be in here now though. I'm just doing that because I'm petty. But yeah, that is finished now. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know what happened to his death animation. I don't know if it bugged out there or something. I don't know if I just figured out a secret speedrunner trick. I have no idea why that's worth over 20,000, but apparently it is, so that's cool. No deaths in the run so far too. That's good. No reason to repair anything. So we should be good. So there's going to be a pretty significant, again with the build that we have, there's going to be a pretty significant shift from the difficulty being really high to being really low again because we're not dealing with Diablo. So it's been 2.5 hours. I'd like to finish this game and maybe do a little bit of the first part of the next one. The next difficulty, excuse me, but let's see. Yeah, I think I'll just keep going here. At some point in time, I'm gonna take another brief break for some dinner. Which is absolutely just gonna be some macaroni and cheese. Oh man. But calories are calories, and that is what I'm focusing on right now. And yeah, hope everybody's still having a pretty good day. Again, it sounds like this would be a really good day to check out the link trees for the mutual aid communities that I have posted in the video description. In the pinned chat, a personal friend of mine recently came out as trans, is just trying to improve some of their quality of life. They currently live in a van with 2 of their cats right now. So hardly suggest checking them out. They do just have cash links. The link trees for the mutual aid organizations are going to be including like wish lists, and I think they have like thrones and stuff too, so you can just buy tents and shit directly. And that's kind of what I'm doing for it right now. If you see stuff that I've posted on my Twitter, that's more than likely a link to myself, which has not gotten any traction anyway. And I would prefer it basically just if you want to be donating to the just to be just to make sure that you're donating to the right people. Don't if that's what you're interested in is the mutual aid stuff. Don't use any of the links on my Twitter. Just use the links from the videos. Go in the video description and go in the pin chat. Just to remove the risk of accidentally ending up on something that's just for me when you intend to donate for someone else. So, but yeah, so you're probably a little confused because Diablo is now dead, and it doesn't seem like they're coming back anytime soon. And what that's all. So what are we even really doing here? Good question. So right now we have to catch his wily brother, Bale, who has I guess decided that they're the more important brother or something, and it's now a really big priority that they go and do their own thing when Diablo stays back. So Bale's
Approach and let's trade.
Bale's currently besieging a place where there's another MacGuffin that protects mankind from demons or whatever. And looks like guess who they need to take out the trash once again. So once I feel motivated enough to do so,
Allow me to advise you.
we'll be heading to that. And I'm trying to. I feel like the second that I stop is almost nice. This is the right track, but if it's like +3/+3, then it would be really good. Yeah, but I think like if I stop now, I'm probably just gonna stop. I don't think I'm gonna have too much enthusiasm, so I figure I'll just keep going with this for now.
Good day.
Ah, man. Let's see though, as I'm saying that.
Allow me to advise you. Good day. Approach and let's trade. Good day. Approach and let's trade.
Well, we're just gonna
Good
do
day.
this for a little bit until my brain says we are ready to do the next act.
Hello.
The glamorous life of a summon mancer is engaging in capitalism over and over again, I guess.
Approach and let's trade. Hello. Good day. Hello.
Oops, right to it.
Good day. Approach and let's trade.
Why does the view count always spike up when I do this? I suppose it's all for the best.
Good day.
Yeah, just thinking about that macaroni and cheese I really want to eat later. Might make 2 boxes of it in one pot. Because I want to taunt God with man's hubris. Then I'll eat like half of one of it and then just throw the rest away because I... that stupid thing where I get too excited about how big my appetite is going to be and then I actually have no appetite at all, however. Just not from that. Now we're pretty comfortable. I mean, we don't need Um, we don't need a new one at this exact moment. We could go into the expansion, or the 5th act, I guess I can just say, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. Because I'm feeling lucky. I'm seeing some good rolls here for stuff that's close to what we want, and I want to chase after that. It's the only high left I can truly chase after.
Allow me to advise you. Ask and learn.
Oops, I keep doing that on accident.
Good day.
Oops. Man. Okay. I think we can read the writing on the wall well enough. So I'll just head to the next place. Cutscene, I'm gonna skip. Don't care. Do you do anything?
Good afternoon.
What's your shit? What do you sell? What's your crap that you sell? Take that. Just gonna buy a couple of these just in case. Always blows my mind we're able to burn through all of those tomes actually. Oh, he's just like dying. That's fine. So yeah, welcome to
Mala.
Hargoth, whatever. Wiggly Woggly Land. It's not called that. Layabouts. Anyway.
I am
I don't care.
I am Qualkeg, the senior man-at-arms.
I think he is the Merc guy. Decker Kane we all know and love. Enjoy some of the lovely atmospheric music.
A necromancer.
Let's kiss. Do you guys want to do some gambling? I don't. Save that money for the want, personally. Yummers. Oh, I'm so hungry. I think I have some snacks, maybe.
If you're here to defeat Bale, you must prove it. Afternoon.
So now the gear's starting to get pretty heavy there, you can see. I'd like to upgrade what the Merc has at the moment, but I don't. Glorious plated belt. It might be, well, because that's really good. What do they have right now? I do want that cold damage, though. Maybe if I find one that's got a socket in it, I can just throw a gem or something in there. This is cold. No, somebody had cold damage? Yeah, weapon. Oh no, but that wouldn't be on the armor, though. Okay. We'll figure something out. Anyway. Herger blah blah blah. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Anyway. We leave the front, go through the front door. Probably. Looks like it. No war. War never changes. It kind of does.
More than a siege.
So these are actual allies that are going to be putzing around a bit, dying at a rate that we really can't help them at. But they do count as allies, and the other nice thing about them counting as allies is they get benefits from the different wards and stuff that our own very own mercenary actually puts up. So very handy. Gives a bit more of a team feel. Having said that, they do drop pretty quickly. You know, they're there. They aren't completely useless or anything, but you know, don't go thinking they're the ones going to be changing the course of the battle or anything. But it's cool that they're there. It's cool that the your defensive bonuses also help them out as well. It just kind of adds a fun touch to it. I really enjoy this fifth act in the game. I don't really have any issues with any of the areas in it. I think it's really fun. I think it's really well designed too. Just does a good job of making the game feel more expansive. Even though it's kind of just the same thing, having the little allies running around adds a bit of a flavor to it. You've got some catapults in the background that are going to be firing off. Those are those things that are dropping big, like the explosions from the excuse me, from the sky. But the area is pretty easy to navigate for the most part. There really isn't a whole lot of stuff there that's going to be designed to pull a fast one on you or anything. It's a little bit maze-like, but everything's pretty clear, especially in comparison to some of the other areas we've been through. Enemies are a decent level up in skill as well, or just in terms of difficulty. They pack a pretty big punch. You can see our teeth is kind of just for show at this point. It's not one that you really get a lot of value points out of. I think you have to keep. I think you really have to be on top of really on top of upgrading that skill. So. This away already. Going through these maps kind of slow, but I think that's totally fine, to be honest. The nice thing about doing these as VODs that are just chill too is like I'm just hanging out and playing it, you know. That is kind of nice because Melee is so fucking hard, man. It's just a really difficult game to play. Well, you know, I think the big thing I've been struggling with it. I mean, this is kind of stupid, but. And pretty obvious. I guess everybody has to deal with this at some point in time too. But you know, I've been playing Melee for the better part of 10 years now. Playing or interacting with the game in some capacity, and it's you know, a lot of this stuff was just a lot easier when I was a kid. You know, 10 years ago, and I mean, obviously, right? I'm sure there's also like 6 or 7 times I've caught COVID that aren't causing problems either. Or I'm sorry, that aren't helping, but you know that it's hard not to. Even if you never really get a completely fresh slate. You never get a completely clean slate in life, I guess. And you've always got stuff in that you've been through that's coloring what your life is now. And that is certainly not a bad thing, but it's it does make me feel like I missed out on a lot of really good opportunities. You know, I was taking care of my dad, who was really sick for most of my 20s. You know, when I was 24, my mom died, so. And then my sister she was in Hazleton, which is a drug treatment facility in California, and then she was in Albuquerque, which is not a very good place for someone who's just been in Hazleton to be at. And a lot of that kind of stuff, and I just didn't have a I just never really had much of a life, I guess. So I guess just lately I've been looking back on a lot of that stuff and I've been struggling with a lot of the loss that I've had to deal with. Just wishing that I didn't have to I just wish I didn't have to feel like I was so far behind, you know. And Melee is just a facet of it, you know. It's not the whole story. It's just like I just see that and I'm like, man, this would be a lot easier if I was in my 20s. And I look over my broken hands. Just sticks in my craw a little bit. Just frustrates me. If I had this 2 years ago, things would be a lot different, a lot better, I think. So I guess there's some fear too, like what if it's too late? Like what if I'm just too screwed up now? What if I've just been too through much and my brain's never going to work again? And that's been bugging me too. Yeah. You can't use this, right? Nah. I don't have that. Anyway, I just hope there's a point in my life when I can feel like I'm really contributing. I think that'd help a lot out with my mental, just a lot of the depression that I've been dealing with, because you feel pretty helpless a lot of the time. I mean, I'm going to be super honest. It's having lived like this for so long, you just kind of spend a lot of time laying around waiting for someone to notice you and, you know, get you something or whatever. It just kind of, you know, you can't do a lot for yourself, and it gets kind of like the old saying about like I'm really too poor to do anything right now is very, very true. I don't even want to leave the apartment that much because I just don't want to spend money, you know. Everything's money. Sorry about the leg shake there. But yeah, you know, because that's the other thing too about just being younger is that it's a little bit easier to fight off the world, but you never win forever in those kind of situations. You're not going to win forever. Especially if you're someone that has my unique disposition. Sorry, my leg is still going off like a jackhammer. I really apologize. It sounds like people who are of sound body and sound mind, they also can't find a job, and you're like, well, what? I feel like my hands are just a bit tied here right now.
I need mana.
Just resummoning all the skeletons after the level up there. And I don't want to sound too negative. It's just there's just some days when you wake up and it's not. There's just some days when you wake up and you can't really look at anything else but it, and that's tough. That's tough for me because I just been doing this stuff for so long. I mean, even something like this, just trying to do something to relax is really hard. Having to work so hard to tell myself that it's okay to, you know, just sit in the shower for an extra couple minutes, like, enjoy it. Like, that's okay. I gotta be putting that to strength, to be honest. The gear requirements are only going to go up. I guess that's part of the slightly bittersweet nature of streaming right now. Is the it's just not gonna. At this point, it's by design, but there's nothing here for me long term. It's just something to do that I enjoy. I don't know. Like most of the areas in this game, you don't really need to be as thorough as I am, but like I said, I kind of just like this area. Just enjoy hanging out, you know. I think it's cool. Put that foot up so it stops shaking so much too. Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that there's I just hope more than anything that I don't feel like that the rest of my life. That there's a point when I'm like, no, it's okay. You know, with everything I went through, there's some acceptance of everything. That over a long period of time does scare me. Is just that idea that I'm always going to be, I'm just going to be spending the rest of my life, you know, woulda, coulda, shouldas, and the like. Junk.
I am overburdened.
I don't think either of those are going to get anything.
Messy little demon.
He was just a big, important frontline boss, but he's dead now. Kind of like all the other ones, they're just gonna die. There's nothing they can do about the skeletons coming at them, you know. I'm trying to clear away all these catapults though, just because they're kind of annoying. They're gonna be every so often you'll just be sitting there and suddenly you'll get a status effect thrown at you. It gets a bit irritating after a while, so might as well do something about it. Yeah, I think like another thing would be like it'd be very. I would, you know, I've talked a lot about wanting to have a partner, but realistically, nothing about the circumstances of my life suggests that's appropriate, even slightly, and that's you know, it's not like I need someone, right? But I never really had anybody. The only person I ever had wasn't all that good. I just really don't know what it's like being around someone that really cares about you, and I don't know at what point. Whoa, what the fuck? That's worth. Why is that worth 783? Oh, it's ethereal. That's right. If something is ethereal, it really kills the quality of it. Wolfway is kind of fucked up, actually. We're gonna hold on to this for a little bit longer, but this is probably gonna go to the Merc. That's not worth anything. That's not worth anything. Yeah, I mean, it's just really good.
I'll put that to good use.
Even without the cold damage, we're getting like 33 more armor out of it, so that's kind of hard to say no to. It's like I think at some point you have to just accept that. Oops, wait, what am I doing? Sorry. This music is really pretty. It's one of my favorite tracks in this game. But yeah, it's just kind of hard to like.
Your service.
Oh, you can add sockets. Okay, that might be useful later for something, but we'll see. I think the socket amount is randomized too, so that might not actually be that good at the end of the day. Not sure why I'm even looking through these. But yeah, like that's just kind of a weird. It's just like I don't really know how to put that. Like, where do you put that in your in life? That you're too poor to be with somebody. And I don't know. I feel like that's been so much of me being alive at this point. Let's go. What did we just? Oh, we only have two. Dang it. I don't know. I don't know how to describe that like, because I understand that's probably a pretty weird, just kind of an odd thing to say in a sense, but I don't know. It's I like it's something like that. Feels like I'm not really getting the chance to get everything you could really be getting out of life. I don't know. Hopefully there's a point when I don't feel like that. Because I feel like, even though it's not like a thing that people legitimize anymore, I feel like there was a point in time where the idea that you would just give up on love would be considered sort of bad. Nowadays I feel like that's just not something people think about at all. You're sort of like implicitly punished for it because you have feelings like the fool that you are. Anyway, I guess that's a pretty depressing thought. Um, yep, that's a pretty... Excuse me. That might be good. 182 is insane. That can go to the Merc. I keep forgetting there's hell F. We could get another whatchamacallit. I'm not super worried about it being ethereal. We could make another stealth rune with that really nice high quality armor there. It's just Tal F2. I don't know if we have a Tal rune though. Tal runes are super just not forthcoming in this run for some reason. It's kind of annoying. I had an Ort rune before I had a Tal rune. It seemed kind of off. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm hoping that there's I'm assuming eventually there's going to be something that pops up that kind of works out. And while I'm figuring that out, yeah, I got plenty of mac and cheese here, right? So, not dying today. Maybe, I guess if I just do that for a few months, I'm sure that's gonna start to take a pretty serious toll on my health. But I could probably get away with it for a few months. This is probably the most irritating area of this particular act, just because there's a lot of these little doors and stuff that are kind of irritating to head through. That was another important dude who's dead now. Might be in line to head back to the town. I'm gonna hold on to this for sure. Definitely see if we can make a another Tal F. We can just switch this out. 18, yeah, as long as I don't have mask. Mask is just kind of there right now.
Good afternoon.
Bad, just not useful. One sec here, while we check the runes available. Might have to pull something up on another screen too. But yeah, I'm 2 and F. So Tal F, we just need another. Just need the Tal ruin. We could get that 3 ifs to a tier. 3 tiers make an if. Survey says, 1 second here. 3 tiers do not make an if. 3 Fs make an if, which we could use to make a Tal, but that's not going to happen right now. So we'll, I think, probably have to store that piece of equipment at the moment. Just doing a periodic reminder, please consider checking out the description for ways to help house us in the state. Also, another thing you can do to help house us in the state, not in this particular state, but a friend that's been a friend of mine since I've been homeless, is just asking for some help being a little bit more comfortable living in their situation. So I got their a Twitter post with some links for them up there. People feel so inclined. Alright.
Afternoon.
You can see all the gear really just jumps up in quality. And what, I think 92 for the chest piece right now. It's not bad, but it's not. It's just not going to last. It's not going to last us through this whole act. So. We're rescuing prisoners of war, I guess. You can kind of see where some of the historical annoyance comes from this area, just because we're doing the actual maze-like aspect of it does get a little bit annoying. Oh, I could have just kept walking around. I started. But yeah, you know, it's I definitely recognize that I'm a lot luckier than other people are. So I just try to keep it not, I guess just keep it to myself a lot of the time, because I understand junk. That's what I was looking at. That's not working. Yeah, anyway, so we'll see what the future ends up holding for me. I'm hoping for the best. It's just been such a long, it's been a long haul. I guess I can't give up, but I don't know. Oh. I don't remember that particular chest replacement item being in there, but there you go. Not really the position I want to be in, but I did manage to make it out of that okay. Making sure we didn't miss any friendos over here. Once again, I just see the view count. Faded descriptions to help out local homeless mutual aid groups that I trust and have either worked with or know people from. And a personal friend on Twitter living in their van. Cash links in the pinned tweet. Otherwise, we are plugging away at this right now. Ideally, I really want to get to, I want to finish this particular difficulty, but I think I might have to throw in the towel pretty soon here, which I don't really want to do, but it's getting a little, I'm going a lot. I don't have another way to say it right now, but I'm not drinking more coffee tonight, so... and I literally cannot stop thinking about eating food at this point, so... At some, I will have to feed the beast eventually, so we gotta stop soon, I think, unfortunately. We got you on the TV and are now ready for bed. Oh, that's cute. It's awfully cozy of you guys. Appreciate that. 30 degrees is really, really insane. That's 90 plus something. It's like perfect weather around here right now. It's actually overcast and it's like 70. You probably don't even need me saying that right now, but it's 70 something outside. So yeah, yeah, I can definitely see why that would be super cozy. I keep forgetting, do you guys got an AC or something, right? Because I do get worried about you guys sometimes when you talk about that. Oops. That's junk. So a lot of the reasons I'm passing it, like I'm not really attacking anybody right now, so when I see something like this... Alright. When I see something like this, it's just not very exciting. Same with the Ring of Strength. The Ring of Strength could have some uses, but it's just, for, again, this build is so focused, which I discussed before, that's why I'm using it, but because this build is so focused, it's just not all that important to have stuff that's going to buff your damage, because you're not really going to be getting by a lot with your damage. You're going to be getting by with other things. And a lot of that's going to be the just the flat skill bonuses you can put into your skeleton army. The something thwack, I think, is what they call them if they've got noise. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to call it kind of soon here. I might wait till I get to a waypoint or something and just double checking how I'm feeling. I don't have much of an appetite most of the time, so when I do get hungry, I kind of like try to jump on that a bit. So that's the only reason I keep repeating it. I think I'm also just really hungry because I keep repeating it over and over again. That would also just make the most sense at this point. What am I having for food today? Tonight the plan is mac and cheese. I have quite a bit of some decent box stuff. So I'm gonna make some of that and just probably curl up on Twitch as I like to do over the evening. Oh, it's gonna be so tasty. It's gonna be so tasty. So I'm really excited about that. And then I'll probably be snacking a lot. I got some potato chips and stuff. I've been waiting for Snap for a bit, and I just haven't gotten my food stamps in. So kind of what I've been eating. Oh, it's gonna be so tasty. Kind of what I've been eating for most of the days has just been what's been around. My friend's been making semi-weekly stops with food shelf stuff, so we're okay. I eat a lot of bread, which is honestly not that big a deal. Right now, the tough stuff is just really getting veggies and things. So hopefully there's oh, I gotta make a... Just remembering what I gotta do about that stuff too. Yeah, I'm not gonna be happier not eating food. I finally starting to roll around to a point where that makes sense. Any second. I am not a fighter. The store is gonna take me a second. Okay, what else we got going on here? So that was that objective complete. Oh, 5 more? Oh, okay. Never mind. Just kidding. Nope. It's not. It's just not. If I had some more energy, I'd probably be doing something a little more elaborate in the rice cooker. But right now, I think I just need to eat a bunch of calories. Been making some small changes in how I sit around the apartment, and I've been just trying to keep up with working out more now too, because that's going to be pretty important for me getting physically in better shape. But it does take energy that doesn't come from nowhere. I forget. I know this is an optional dungeon. I don't remember what it's for. I think if you go talk to one of the townspeople, it might just be one of the ones where you might just be one of the places where you oh golly, sorry. Like just a quick optional dungeon to run through. That's what I'm thinking of. Get the gold chest at the end, get some nice loot drops. I do think getting the oh nice. I do think getting the doing the optional quests for this particular build are really good, again, just because it's so gear dependent. I don't have a lot of experiences with other classes, so to be honest. The only other one that I'm really interested in doing a run through of right now would be probably Druid. Just because, again, similar. It's got more more summons, that kind of thing. So that does interest me a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise I don't know. I think it would probably be more fun to play this game with other people, but I don't know how realistic that is. I just don't have I don't really set up a lot of those online things that much. So I don't know if that opportunity would ever really come up. Get to like a waypoint or something, that's probably a good stopping point. So we'll see till then. My throat's actually getting a little sore. I forgot how much I talked today. hopefully, yeah, not that anyway. Come on, pick it up. There you go, bud. Yeah, I'm really gonna curl up with some squishies in the bed and I don't know who's streaming tonight. Grim Wand. Actually, I think we can pick that up too. Junk. That's okay. Hold on to that. We'll trade that. We'll trade some of those other ones out, I think. Looks like that's good. Okay, we'll keep grooving on down the road here. We can find a waypoint. Doesn't seem like we're gonna, but if we can. We're also basically full, the inventory is basically full right now. So we're probably gonna have to town portal back no matter what. Pretty sooner than later, so we'll see. We'll keep going here. We'll keep going here. Yeah, I really can't, that was sick. That was cool as hell. I think we are gonna have to, call it for now. So we'll start wrapping up stuff here. Throw down one of these here portals.
There is a map.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm getting paid to listen to you complain. Fire resist. Depends on if we need the fire resist at all. At some point I'm going to have to get rid of this one because it's just not all that good for later on. I think we'll sell that for now. Junk. Junk. Maybe that is expensive junk, but junk nonetheless. I just have to store it. I don't think it's going to be that important. Yeah, see, we don't need that, so we just get rid of it. Put the charm here. Head back to the stash. Oh, hey, Tafin. If anybody's wondering, person that's popped up in the, excuse me, in the chat, that is the Tafin I was discussing earlier. Good friend of mine. Go check out the channel. It's the same name on Twitch. And yeah, this is for, I'm sorry, I did the same thing you did. This is Diablo 2. It holds up really well, I think. And I've been kind of addicted to it lately. There is a, I think it's definitely, it takes some time to really get into it. At least for me, it took me a little bit. But once you get into the, I mean, I think you know the feeling of like when the gear grind mindset really starts to hit, and you really, and like that sudden feeling of like, oh, this is kind of what I'm doing for a while now. Like, this is just my life, isn't it? So once that kicks in this game, it really gets interesting. The only thing is that it's a lot of research. Even playing, so I'm playing a build I think I mentioned before that was pretty, did I must have done that. That's how they get you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, in this case it's working out pretty well for me, because it's definitely kind of a needed distraction in my life at the moment. But yeah, so a lot of the even for a build that's as kind of specific and focused as the one I'm playing is, there's still a lot of depth to it. Like, all of these different rune words can be combined to make different bonuses and things, and that can become really layered and really dense. So just trying to keep track of all that stuff right now is interesting. And it's kind of got like a roguelike thing, because you're always trying to do a nightmare run. So you're always trying to get to the third difficulty level. So that adds a nice flavor to it. But yeah, I've heard that Diablo 4 is now in a good place. Apparently, when it was released, it wasn't that good. Now it sounds like they've had it in a good place. I am a necromancer. Yeah, the build. Oh, I don't know if you caught anything, but one sec. Oh, sorry. But, old guy, shift my positions. Excuse me. Yeah. So the build that I'm playing is Summonmancer, Skellymancer, Fishymancer. I forget what the one this specifically refers to. But I just like having 10 skeletons run around me, so it's a really gear-dependent class. What you're doing is trying to basically put everything you can into race skeleton and skeleton mastery, including with your gear. Everything's just going into that, trying to make the skeletons as viable as possible. It's a really fun. I mean, you can see. I think you were watching. They just kind of run around and do all the work for you. But you can see. Yeah, they kind of run around and do all the work for you, so it's just a really fun chill thing. You know, being low energy right now, kind of not wanting to engage with the game all that much, I can just let the skeletons that I summon along with the golem and the mercenary do all the work for me. But yeah, so we're gonna be calling it for right now. Oh, sick. He gave us a towel room. That is actually fucking dope. Okay. So we are actually gonna upgrade this. So I just gotta make sure it's tile F. That's the druid class. That's the other class that I might be doing a run of later. They have the ability to, they can summon some animals, but they can also turn into different animals. I think one of their final abilities is actually, one of their final abilities turn into bear. That's what I'm trying to say. We're getting there. So I think I'm just gonna sell that one. This is the only thing is this is ethereal, but yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah, so I might be doing a druid run through, but yeah, they can turn into a bear. They can do some other. I forget a lot of like their expanded. I only really played this class too, so I don't know a lot of what.
Yes, warrior.
I don't know a lot of what the other classes have to offer yet, but I'm having this weird feeling like this is going to be one of those games I get stuck with at an airport for like 2 days straight, and I just end up learning a lot about all the other different characters because I got nothing else to do. But yeah, it's really fun. It's really addictive. You can actually get this game completely for free right now if you go to the Rhymes with Schminternet Schmarchives. If you go there, that's actually where I got this copy of it right now. And they'll get you this one, and they'll get the expansion pack, and it's fully patched too, with a CD key and everything. So you literally don't have to worry about anything, and it's all for free, which is kind of nice. Because they had done a remaster of this game called just I think Diablo Reforged, whatever, one of those dumb names, and it didn't really seem very interesting to me, and that's the only one you can actually legally purchase right now. So you can't find the OG game anywhere online. But I think the OG game is what's really fun. Having said that, I really recommend, if you ever get into this, I would definitely recommend checking out a guide. Just like I think it's more fun to learn the game by seeing a class that you would be interested in playing, and then learning the game through that class. I think that's the easier choice than just going in cold and trying to figure out everything on your own. I think that the benefit of the internet is that we don't have to do that now, fortunately. So that would be my recommendation if you wanted to get into the game. Otherwise, just it's one of those games that's very broad and open and really doesn't. You really are expected to kind of have fun on your own terms with this game. It makes sense why when I was a kid I didn't really get into it, because I just didn't have that kind of agency when it came to playing games. Nowadays things are a little bit different, but yeah. So otherwise, I think I am going to call. I'm actually about to. I'm starting to fade a little bit here. I think you can tell the brain no brain work good, no more brain bad now. So. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out today. I appreciate it. I think you guys all probably know where the links are. If you check in the description of the video, find links to help out mutual aid organizations that support local homeless in the state. If you check out the pinned comment, there's a personal friend of mine, just some cash links and a Twitter post explaining some of their stuff. But they've been homeless for a long time, recently came out as trans. I thought it'd be nice to just give them a little bit of help. Otherwise, that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to try to be streaming more. I think it's probably going to be every other day seems to be a good thing right now. I did kind of keep up to that. I had a private, but I was doing some video analysis in Melee for a friend. So I was just doing some private stuff. But I just didn't really have the energy or the desire to keep up with anything. I'll probably be doing... thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thanks for both of you guys. Again, check out 404 Streamer Not Found on twitch.tv.com/edu. I don't know. And then Vicious Sam, although she's not quite as active. Vicious Sam on Twitch as well. Really just lovely couple. Discord's got the best cat pics you're ever gonna see. Trust me. They really have, like, their cats are like unusually. I don't know. It's kind of intimidating, but yeah. Probably so with Melee, if you're more here for that stuff, the Melee, I'll probably be doing that 2 days. Yeah, thank you again for thanks to both you guys for stopping by. I appreciate that. I'll probably be doing Melee, I guess Friday then. I have a nice gimmick right now. I can do the I need to get my rank up from oh yeah, no worries. The shoutouts the best part of streaming, right? And then the next thing is just going to be yeah. So on Friday I'll be doing the Melee. The gimmick is just getting the rank up from bronze to silver. Right now I'm at bronze 3, I think, and it's just not very good. It's not really where I should be as a player. So I'm going to be doing some rank grind, and I think people always really enjoy watching rank grinds. So I'll probably be trying to get myself amped up for that here, because I switched from Pikachu to Ganon. It's going to be a little still having a yeah. You too. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day too. switching from those characters is going to take time and then the claw and everything, but I think it's time to just jump into it. We gotta can't be doing excuses for the rest of my life. Also, my friend Zap is starting to just push me a little bit to start actually playing it at the level I should be playing it at, so I'm going to be trying to work on that soon too. Hopefully a lot of that's just going to be if my health can handle it. The game does take a lot out of me, so I'm going to keep trying to work on myself and see if I can get to a place where I'm playing it really well. Anyway, thanks again, everybody. I'm going to end it here. It's almost been about 4 hours. I miss raiding and stuff too. You can't really do that on YouTube, but please check out the people I recommended. Check out the links in the description. Check out the pinned comment, and have a great rest of your day. I'm going to be making some mac and cheese.